Hi cookies! Okay, so I happened to hurt myself. I'm like the biggest klutz in the world, and I cut up my face, and the whole left side of my face is swollen and bruised and cut. And what had happened was, I'm blind, so I have no peripherals, and I was walking my dog, and I happened to slam my face into a jagged piece of wood that was sticking out the back of a truck. I know. Biggest klutz ever. Anyways, let's get started. So first I'm going to use this toner water that I got in my BoxyCharm. I'll put the label on the screen. And I'm just going to pat this on my face as a light moisturizer. Then I'm taking my Physicians Formula sunscreen concealer. And I'm just going to focus this on the red cuts on my face. Now, don't put any makeup on if your wounds are still open. Now, my cuts have scabbed over, so it's time to put makeup on them. But you don't want to put any makeup on if you have open wounds, because that will just infect them. So I'm just putting them on my usual concealing, highlighting areas, which is under my eyes, under my lips, in the middle of the chin, sides of my lips, sides of my nostrils, and the center of the bridge of my nose. Alright, I'm going to take this flat concealer brush from Sonia Kutchuk, and I'm just going to very gently pat on the areas because my whole face really hurts over here. And I'm just going to pat this in to blend it into my normal skin color. And just keep on lightly patting until it blends in. Okay, so I'm going over the wound right now, and it's obviously painful. Okay, now it's time to use a fluffy brush, a powder brush, and a Makeup Forever HD Translucent Face Powder, Finishing Powder. And I'm just going to set the concealer by tapping gently all over the face. I'm tapping on the wound area and then spreading it across the rest of my face and also down my neck a little bit. So this will just make sure that the concealer doesn't crack or budge and that it'll stay all day. This is a little makeup hack to make your concealer stay. You're going to just concealer and then finishing powder, and then you're going to put concealer on top again. Oh, how you doing? Oh, it hurts. Okay. Alright, so here I am. I'm going to be putting another layer of concealer because you can obviously still see the scar. I'm just going to repeat what I did earlier when it comes to this section. Alright, and then using that flat concealer foundation brush, I'm just going to blend this in slightly again. Alright, now it's time for your foundation / BB cream. I'm just going to use BB cream today so it looks more natural. This is the Garnier BB Cream. I live by this stuff. So I use this literally every day. I just put one little drop on my foundation brush, and I'm starting with the areas I want to conceal first the most, so I put on the scar and the darker areas of my face, and then I'll just evenly spread that through my whole face. And I'm starting in sweeping motions just to get even coverage, but on the parts that I want to conceal more, I'll be patting along those areas later. Alright, and now we're going to set our BB cream or foundation with the Makeup Forever translucent powder again, and once again I'm lightly tapping over the injured parts of my face, and then I'm just going to sweep over the rest of my face to make sure it sets. Alright, now it is time for bronzing and contouring. So half my face is slightly more swollen than the other side. So I want to make them look more even. So this contouring is a great trick to make people think your face is not swollen and to make your face look smaller. So I'm starting with the uninjured side of my face, and I'm just going to go in the hollows of my cheeks, the temples, and the bottom of my jaw, around the forehead as well. I'm just going to do half my face first. And then I'm going to go over to this puffy side, and I'm going to try my best to put enough bronzer to chisel it to look the same as the other side. You can tell this side has no hollow of my cheek because it's all swollen up. So I'm going to have to draw it back in with the bronzer. Don't forget the sides of your neck and also the bottom of your chin, just to blend out the bronzer, and also the sides of your nose to contour and make your nose look a little slimmer as well. So I'm going heavy with the bronzer because I really want my face to not look as puffy. Then I'm going to go back in with the powder brush and just blend it out a little bit so it doesn't look too harsh. And now I can still see a little bit of the cuts showing, so I'm going to go back in again one more time with the concealer and just really focus on this area. And this time I'm using my fingers to get more control and precision, and also this way I can feel the right amount of pressure to apply to where I won't lift off the concealer, since this is our final layer. So I took 3 layers of concealer and 2 layers of HD powder. Actually, it's going to be 3, but my face doesn't look cakey at all because we use BB cream, and so it gives it a more natural and smooth finish. So just gently tap until it blends into the rest of your face, and that way you also don't see the cuts rising from your normal face surface level. Alright, and then take a little dance break because you're finally done with the concealing, and now just do the rest of your makeup. So I'm just going to start off by lining my lips. And this was a lip liner I got from BoxyCharm. I'm going to use a ColourPop Lumiere as my lip color today. This is a nice natural darker nude. And I'm just using this little light brown eyeshadow as a eyebrow definer. I'm just going to draw in my eyebrows with this eyeshadow, so it gives a more natural look than a eyebrow pencil. Okay, and then I'm just using a, what am I doing? I'm just going to do the rest of my eyeshadow. This is just a regular natural look. If you want to see how to get this everyday natural look makeup. I'll put a link to my other video in the description below. This is just like a 5-minute makeup routine. Just the regular transition color, highlighter, crease definition color, and then a little bit of a highlighter in the middle of your lids for a backup color. And just make sure you blend it out. And then I'm just using that same crease defining color on the outer bottom part of my lids. And then I'm going to fill in the rest with the highlighter. If you really want to take attention away from a blemish or a scar, depending on where it is on your face, you can always go darker on the eyes or more dramatic on the lips. But, you know, this is just a daytime, everyday kind of look, and I felt like the concealing method that I used was pretty good. So I didn't need any big distractions on my face because you couldn't even see it anymore. There was a slight, some of the bruising still showed through slightly, but it was so insignificant you wouldn't even notice unless I pointed it out. So now I'm just going to take a little darker eyeshadow and smudge that into my lash line instead of wearing eyeliner, since this is a natural everyday look. And then remember to always curl your lashes. And I'm applying my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. This is probably my favorite mascara. I say that in every video, but it really is my favorite mascara. And you're basically done. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to thumbs up this video, comment. If you have any questions, feel free to share this video with your friends. If you want to become a Ninja Cookie, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.